Welcome back to the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel at the Tokyo Disney Resort, as you might imagine. Now we are staying in a standard superior alcove room park view. Hope I got that right, because all those words in the order they were in was super confusing. But it sleeps four. It is again a alcove room with a park view. And we're on the 5th floor, in case you're curious. I know sometimes you guys ask that stuff. I want you to know in case you're making floor requests, but I also don't know how open to floor requests they are here. So this is going to be a different layout in some respects to a room we've had previously in a tour, but also there'll be many similarities. So apologies if we blow through this a little faster than some of the other room tours. First of all, the wallpaper is fantastic. There's hidden Mickeys. So as for a vibe here, I would say this reminds me a lot of the Grand Floridian of my childhood, with the color palette and the finishes and everything else going on here. Sort of the theme that's been lost over the years at the Grand, but also done better, I think. Leaning into the characters, because it is the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel at the entrance of just outside the entrance of the park. Not quite in the park like Miracosta will be at Disney Sea if you're looking at that one. But personally, this is my favorite of those two. We have a beautiful mirror here at the entry with the TDH, Tokyo Disneyland Hotel there. Gold mirror. There is a little ottoman here and plenty of table space to do your makeup or whatever you might need it for. Look at this detail, a little Mickey there. And there's a lot of glare, but lots of Mickeys and character details everywhere, but still feels very nice and elegant and, I don't know, just very pleasant. The carpet is very cute as well. We have birds and flowers and fully carpeted throughout. Well, I say fully carpeted throughout. Obviously, you don't really want carpet in your bath area. So here we have a sliding door that goes to the bath area. That will lock, I believe. Maybe? No, it won't. No lock on there. And so in the middle, we have the vanity, and here's me in my loud shirt as usual. Vanity for the kids, if the kids aren't tall enough. There's a nice little stool. There's also this wonderful rolling shelving unit that you know, if you need, you could roll it over there, roll it back in here. Gives you some options. In here we've got hairbrush, hair dryer. One of my favorite things about the Tokyo hotels is that there are some vestiges of the Disney World that used to be, or Disney hotels around the world for that matter. Some of them still do it in other places like Paris and Hong Kong. But these, the amenity kits, toothbrushes, cups, all these things you can take home or use that are specifically branded to the hotel, and these are gorgeously done. They see Donald and Daisy in their Victorian best on the toothbrush. This cute little cup you can take home, this plastic cup with Mickey and Minnie on it. It has the hotel logo, little amenity kit. There are the kids' toothbrushes, which have Huey, Dewey, and Louie on them. A little something we lost at Disney World over the years, but lives on here and in some other places. But yeah, nice big mirror there as well. I love the arched ceiling in here. I'm sure that's not the term, but it's been a long park day, and some words may not be coming to me at this point in time. They actually have their own towels as well. Some cups laid out. There's lots of space here too. We got these shelves up here, good amount of counter space here, which is good because if you're getting the alcove room, you probably have a decent number of people staying in this room, probably 4 people, and I'll tell you why as an American. If you're an American watching this, that might be a little tight for you, but we should probably start on this side because I think the toilet is in here behind this rose, which I think supposed to be, I don't think it's Beauty and the Beast. Maybe it's supposed to just be a rose. Maybe it's a Sleeping Beauty reference. I don't know. But regardless, the toilet is in here, and we are in Japan, so it will be with the bidet and shower and all that fun stuff, which once you've used it, it's very hard to go back to life in America and not have that. The shower toilet. It's not the Toto washlet, which is, I think, the most common one around. There's no toilet art, but very nicely wallpapered, colorful tile. Not a bad place to do your business. And then we have, it looks like Clio, I think that's Clio, on the door over here, which makes sense because this will be the bath and shower. In Japan, very common that the bath and shower are in the same room. Basically, this will lock off, and you could take your shower on this side, or if you're taking a bath, you'd take it over here in the tub. But very thoughtful to have both, right? What a world. Obviously, that does take up some more real estate, and so I understand why American hotels don't really do that. Again, more of the custom towels. Really nice. There is a window. It's frosted, but it does look out into the sleeping area. So yeah, there's our tub. We have plenty of amenities available. The shampoo, conditioner, and body washer there. The shower. It's everything of interest in here. We'll mosey on out, back out here. And look at our closet space just across the way. Another thing you get to take home, slippers. In this case, they've got like the nifty 90s Mickey with the little straw hat on them. And for the kids, there is a different design, which does have the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel logo, actually. And a good amount of space to hang stuff, some extra pillows in here, shoehorn, brush. For those of you who have stayed here before, you might be asking what happened to the bag. There used to always be a gift bag you take home. There is a replacement for that. We'll get to in a few moments. They don't put it in there. Okay, we have a nice, no shortage of mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. Full-length mirror out here in the hallway. We also have the coffee station underneath some art of, so I guess that is supposed to be Beauty and the Beast if we've got artwork for Lumiere and Cogsworth. I believe the Broadway adaptation, showing the evolution from the cartoon version to the Broadway. How about this coffee? You want to make coffee? How about actual ceramic plates and mugs? How about that? Could you imagine? A bygone era of Disney hotels. Some glassware in here. I think we're going to have a mini fridge down here. We sure are. Oh, they actually put 4 waters in. How thoughtful. So this light, what I like about this is it's adjustable, so you could play around with the brightness, which is good if you wake up before people and you want to make coffee. You need a little bit of light. You could just dial it up a little bit. So if you saw the other room tour we did, which was another Park View room, there's some similarities, but where things get different is space for another person to sleep, which is going to be this really fancy alcove over here, which I think everyone in our party is arguing who's going to sleep in it, because it just seems like a cool place to sleep, right? Like, you know, you sleep in a regular bed probably all the time. So getting to sleep in like an alcove is kind of interesting. I'm going to back up so you get a better overall view of this thing. Isn't that fun and interesting? The mattress, we've deduced, it looks like it's about the same size as the mattresses out here, which are not super big. Something to note, we had a party of 4, and it was really hard to find particular rooms at the Tokyo Disney hotels, the official hotels, that specifically sleep 4 people. This is one of them. And so my parents, who are, you know, like me, American and larger people, are probably going to be a real tight fit in this bed, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the American dimensions of this are, but it's not super big. And so just keep that in mind. But this room does have 3 beds, so there's 2 of these, and then essentially, I'm pretty sure it's the same length over here. So, you know, it'll be real comfy for 3 people. And if you have two smaller people. Obviously, you have kids. That completely, changes the dynamic, right? They're going to fit. But otherwise, if you're traveling with a party of adults, buyer beware that it's going to be a tight fit, but it's a beautiful hotel. Then we have our two standard beds over here, standard for this hotel at least. And of course, I love this art. I gushed about it last time. Still trying to find out who did it because it's lovely, lovely art. Actually, I think someone messaged me and told me, and I forgot. I'll look it up. But Mickey and Minnie, Chip and Dale, butterflies, Pluto, some birds. Very, very cute. And then the headboard, which of course has the Cinderella Castle in it, which, they do also have Cinderella Castle here. There's two of them. One at Disney World at the Magic Kingdom, the other one here at Tokyo Disneyland. In the center, we have these two great silhouette art pieces. Of course, the hotel, it bounces around a bit, right? The Victorian thing, it also embraces Main Street and World Bazaar in this case. And so, silhouette art, something that you commonly will see on main streets around the world. So here it is with Mickey and Minnie in this case. Oh yeah, I keep walking back and forth, doing great. It's been a long day, did I mention that? There's an alarm clock here, your room phone tells you who has prepared your room. Look at that custom card, beautiful thing. I love the little pad folio with the hotel logo as well. If we pop that open, I don't know if this is the stationery. Yeah, of course the stationery is also Tokyo Disneyland Hotel. Why would it not be? Another staple, something that used to be common at the American theme park hotels was postcards. You could write to people at home, complimentary postcards in the room. They still exist here in Japan, and got a couple exclusive to the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel. Very cute, or as they would say here, kawaii, right? There's toilet instructions in a drawer for some reason. But all right. There is a cubby down there, so if you need more storage space, you could use that if need be. A majority of your storage space is in this dresser, which is Madame Wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast. They do have Beauty and the Beast themed rooms at this hotel, mind you, among several other themes, Alice in Wonderland and others. But Beauty and the Beast also spills over into the more regular of the rooms. The park view stuff is generally unthemed. Fits the normal theme of the hotel. The stuff that doesn't face the park, they tried to find a way to make it interesting. So they did these Uber-themed rooms to Beauty and the Beast and Alice and some other franchises. So another customary thing, Japanese hotels, some sleepwear. It's not for you to take home, by the way. So the safe is actually in here. That's an actual drawer. That the TV, it's a kind of a older model smart TV. You can find all sorts of information. You can request things. You can order room service through the TV. We actually did it last time. So check out the TV. Pretty easy to use. Pretty simple. But a nice offering, I will say. A nice little area to sit in out here. There is a lot of floor space out on this end of the room. You do have a lot of bags. Like you see, it's taking me a moment to walk into the corner here. Also, I like the vaulted ceiling a lot. Adds a lot. But this is one of my favorite Disney hotels on Earth. If not, it might actually be my favorite. Obviously, part of that is proximity to the park. We just walked over. My parents, are getting up there in age, and convenience was a big thing on their first trip to Tokyo. And so we really wanted to stay nearby. And it doesn't get any closer than the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel. If you're at Disneyland, and obviously if you're at Disney Sea, Hotel Miracosta will be even closer than this is to that by comparison. I don't know if we get a nighttime view out here. I'm going to try pop this open. Well, not in the stabilizer. We'll come back to the view in a moment because I'm going to have to take the phone out of the stabilizer. So I want to make sure I'm actually done with the tour. Then we'll do that. Okay, so I mentioned before there used to be like a shopping bag you could take home. So now they've got this nice reusable bag. And they gave us 2 of them, and they're sitting over here, and they have art for the hotel. That's the replacement that's now available. I'm afraid to go over some of the other amenities. They change super often, like early entry and which parks early entry is available at and which hotels you could book to get that certain early entry. That stuff changes a lot. So check the site for the latest, I would dare say, because that stuff is changing all the time. But let's take a look out that window. All right, I killed all the lights, and so now there's no glare, and we can look at this view, which is pretty magnificent in the evening. We'll also show you a daytime view at some point, too. But Cinderella Castle, you can tell we're staying here during the 40th anniversary. It's about to kick off when we're filming this. Cinderella Castle lit for the 40th. The 40th also outside the park, outside of World Bazaar, lit up there. This is a pretty magical view, and there's part of the magic going by right now, a monorail. Who doesn't love a room? If you're a Disney fan, a room where the monorail goes by and you can see the castle, it's perfection. It's absolute perfection. What I love about this side, we're out on the left side of the building. What I love is we also have this beautiful garden and pond out here as well. It's a really pleasant place to be. Last time we were pretty much dead center, and I was like, this can't get any better. I kind of like this side. Also, this side view of the park's a little more interesting. Big, nice, clear view of the top of Space Mountain, and you see the Beast Castle from here, and actually see a bit of sea, not just Prometheus, but the top of the SS Columbia, the big sailing ship. Not sailing ship. Sailing ship is what it is in California. It's a big steamliner at Disney Sea. And of course, it's a beautiful hotel on its exterior. I'm going to throw this in again because I love to tell people about this so they can share my anger. The Grand Floridian, all the rooftops used to be lit like this. And then eventually there started to be so many burnt out that Disney just gave up and stopped fixing it. Every time I'm here, I look up at this to see if any is burnt out. And I will tell you, every single night I am here, I never see any of this rooftop lighting burnt out. So Disney, you really should get that fixed. It's abysmal. The Grand should look like this every night with these rooftops gleaming from across the Seven Seas Lagoon. And I'm so happy Tokyo still does that level of care and maintenance. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. So quite a view, and we'll cut over to the daytime view.